Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. Zero, hello, good to see you. Cobalt, my goat, good to see you. Hey, what's going on, Josh? I could be in Soldier TV. I have to say hi, Josh, hello. We'll jump into potentially having some of our guests here sometime soon, of course. Just want to get the stream up and running as we have about maybe like close to an hour before the stuff goes on. Hey, Scott, how's it going? Hola, hola. Hello, hello. Delinquent, good morning. Hello, good to see you too. Nico Silver as well. I saw you're in there. And Gamer Al, hello. We have a ban list today. Ban list. When you're free, let's sync up for Storm Plano. Absolutely. Let's do it. Hell yeah. I'll let's see. Sometime this week would be good, probably. Not like for the thing, but just for us to touch base. I'll say that. Hey, Nick Town, good morning. Hello, good to see ya. Big Kahuna, what's going on? Eruption is innocent. You know what's really funny? You know, we can talk about like effect. Well, the music probably way too loud for this. Holy, am I doing? There we go. Blowing out everyone's ears and backs. So here's the thing about this right now, right? The ban list. Dan's a monster, right? Wrong game, but Dan's a monster, and there's some ban list implications that we need to talk about, some like predictive theory, some stuff that he kind of just puts out on the list. Now, to be fair, the prolific A-Drive pre-ban list tweet, as it is to be known, is both so funny because half the time it means nothing, and other times it can mean anything. Ah! Daniel Driverson, I swear to God. I swear to God. So here's what we're looking at. Here's a look at. Yo, what's going on, Choice CJ? Hello, feeling swole this morning? Hey, how's it going? Absolutely, good to see you. Hello, good morning. So it could even be a boat. So here's what we got from Dan. First and foremost, shoutouts to the Trish Dimax Waffle House profile. Loved it so much. It was so good. I loved it. Now, I don't want to see people's other Waffle House deck profiles because we're not going to run this joke into the ground. It's awesome. Yeah, it's going on, Silver. Hello, good to see you. Good morning. Hey, what's going on, Alex? Super Saiyan. Hello, everyone say hi, Alex. Hello, good to see you. Flight is about to take off, spending 5 hours in the dark. Well, hey, soon we'll be in the light. I don't want to see syrup cards. Now, the syrup, the better. All-Star Breakfast is goated, by the way. If you guys are not going to beach profiles, yo! Wait, it's like the Disney profiles. It's also true. Beach profile goes hard. Okay, when we top Kisame, then we can do beach profile. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wait a minute, it's awesome. Hey, Gwen, good morning. Hello, good to see you. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so the Dan list. Dan list writes itself. The Dan list 15 hours ago. Bear emoji, wolf emoji, sick emoji, face with thermometer as the tooltip calls it. Pig emoji, tornado, thunderstorm, engi emoji, snake, lion, shield, arrow, question mark, ghost, Maui, cold face, and elephant shrug emoji. What do y'all think this means, by the way? Yo, what's going on, Jack? Hello, good to see you. Hello. Had Waffle House for the first time in Dallas, loved it. Waffles never tasted so good. You gotta try actual waffles if that's the standard for it too, by the way. Aren't you? Isn't over the pond like actual breakfast and like actual dessert Belgian waffles the real? Isn't that true? Top, I mean, for I mean, low, don't you win Kisame? Hey, if Bo's there, I'm not winning anything. IRL buff, you know? That's what I'm saying. That's one Akshar, hello, good to see you. New Lycavoid band. That's kind of what I'm saying. So here's the interpretations. The interpretations. I don't know why I'm like not. I haven't done a sound check so far, and I'm like already like halfway through this. Give me uno segundo. All right, we caught up. We good. Get the cookies. What's going on, Redux? Hello. Good morning. Not so much in the UK. Okay, true. Because you guys are beans and toast, right? Yo, what's going on, Yada Locked? I'm gonna say hi, Yada. Just build the new bears list. I'm already losing it. Urskilled 2? True. 6, hello. Morlet to 1. Those emotes are funny. If it's nothing, if the Dan list is nothing, I'm gonna lose my mind. We have about an hour or so-ish to when the ban list actually drops. So we might be doing some other stuff, having some discussions, getting some people in here. Maybe even play some Clash in the meantime too. But the thing is, the interpretation of this list is something to do with bears, something to do with Lycavoid, Champ Lycavoid, or Werepup, because those are the two back and forth, right? Then stick emoji, I'm assuming is like just a reaction, or maybe this is like heal. Yeah. Pigs is Sorlet. I don't think that's real. Thunderstorm is this one, unless he's saying tornado and thunderstorm, or hurricane, not that one. Engie emoji. I get it. Gorgon's Gaze. Kinlio. Shield of Achilles, Poison Tipped Arrow. Spectrus, unless this is the there's a ghost inside of the art for the Elechick Tartarus, unless we're getting like who that is, you know? Maui Frost is Morolith, and then Elephant. Unless it's Iwooly or something, right? See, this is the crazy part. Elephant in the interpretation of the random emojis is the killer part, but again, could just be literally anything. So what I think is very interesting about this list is either number one, there's only a few cards on here that actually make sense, aka like the addressing the pups, because that's definitely going to be the elephant in the room. We got the counter runes suite. We have a hurricane, and then maybe Morolith. I think that's about it for like what actually could be real, right? Because I do think that there's a level of the Dan list, that the Dan list does illuminate some things for the players in terms of like maybe what the culture's feeling, you know, like the thumb on the pulse of the community. So yeah, going dark, see in 5 hours, enjoy the list without me. You know what? We'll pause the live stream for 5 hours and we won't react. How about that? I can't have it without my Dallas prep partner here. But have a good flight. Hopefully fly safe. And we'll see you soon. Real though? True. Is Kinlio overperforming? Yes. Yes, it is. Like, so Kinlio is overperforming if we really want to like take a look at it. Shoutouts to Elestrals top decks, by the way. Oh, and also shoutouts to my local amp for topping or top 32 on at the Atlanta recently. I had this up because I was looking at their deck profile. Killer list, by the way. But anyways, so the Cards HQ store open, and honestly, a lot of tournaments in the most recent memory, premieres and otherwise, have been pretty dominated by Fire Nexus strategies. Shouts to Wally J, by the way. And it's been, oh, CJ, you're in here too. And like Bo specifically, right? Like Bo brought Kinlio into the mix of this like amazing first place deck, which I'm not gonna go over here. I actually would like to go over this in a later one, so we'll see. Yo, what's going on, Dan? Hello, good to see you. How's it going? Pretty good. We're talking about the ban list coming in and some of the speculations that we have from the Dan list. Ban list maybe drops in like roughly an hour-ish, so we shall see. But we are checking on some stuff. Okay, so the big thing is that like for Kinlio, the Kinlio question, Kinlio is performing and Kinlio is doing well, but I think the funny part about Kinlio is that it's not performing like overly performing, if that makes any sense. Like, I think it's a strong card that has like consistent counterplay, and this goes into a future Professor Swolax. So not to spoil too much of anything from Professor Swolax in the future. It's going Sky Guy. Hello, good to see you. But 90% of the card pool can be outed by a 4-stat body. And that's important when talking about the context of Kinlio, because Kinlio used to be a 4, and some leaks that came out, there's some stuff. The thing about it is that, like, Kinlio being a 3 attack, 1 defense matters so much for counterplay. Things like Cryoblast, things like effectively other 3 bodies that can trade over it. But otherwise, there are like 37 cards in the game that are a 4-stat and above that can help contest this offensively. And if this card, if your opponent drops an Argo or has like a Torch of Hestia, then cool. You know what? You got that happens. But just alone, the base card is not offensively or defensively like pressuring. Instead, it's more of its on-field effect, obviously the destruction. So what I'm saying with this is that, like, mathematically and statistically, there are so many outs to this card in general in terms of deck building that it's pretty much a non-factor. Like, so this card overperforming is like kind of fine. Is it a good, strong card? Absolutely. Absolutely. Equilinx was a strong card too, and I think that Equilinx is even more egregious in terms of its stat line and its like Nexus effect, etc. Right? Counter runes being the backbone of this game means that there's extensive like reason to believe that card should be banned, even because when that touches the board, it's over with, you know? So we've got Kinlio here, yes, overperforming, but is it ban worthy? I don't really think so. Right? I don't really think so either. Also, shouts to Clash, early access July 29th. Yes, absolutely. With 8 days before early access for Clash, and I gotta tell you, it's beautiful. I have something big planned for it. So keep an eye out on the Elestrals channel here. Might see a familiar face, not only mine, but someone else helping me out with this thing. The other Knots don't know about it yet. So Shadow Drop whenever that comes out. Shadow Drop, don't tell Josh. Yo, it's going literally 15 ducks. Hello. Lynx is just a better Divine Nexus form. Absolutely. On your birthday? Oh, let's go! Happy birthday, Scott. Everyone say happy birthday, Scott, when that happens. We'll have to shout out happy birthday on the 29th too. Maybe we'll be streaming them. Absolutely. Banlist day. Okay, so Lion being Kinlio makes sense unless it's Leonite, which, you know, there. Makes sense. Let's talk about the Lycavoid in the room. So Lycavoid is a really funny card because if we do look at the top decks, right? Let's look at Trish's deck because this card's in here. Werepup and Lycavoid are like the two cards that I think are on everyone's mind, that have been on everyone's mind since even Firestorm's release, right? And so the question that will pretty much always come up from something like this is, do we need to do anything with this? Why are you not at a Waffle House right now? Legitimately, there's a Waffle House not too far. I did think about actually going there and try to live stream the ban list from like my phone. No doubt. Can we talk about the Waffle House incursion? I dig it. I love it so much. It's awesome. Hello, by the way. Good morning, Wheelchair. Hello. It was amazing. So I'll do the Joseph Rothschild. We'll unfold a printed ban list and be like, so I got it. Wait, what does he do? It's like I had the ban list right here. Anyways, so Lycavoid champ and Werts. Good morning. Hello, Werts. Everyone subbed to Werts, by the way. Congrats on 1,000. Can we get? I'm sorry. I have to interrupt this for just one moment. Can we get a Werts W? You can't spell Werts without W, by the way. I just want to point that out. Can we get a massive congratulations for Werts on 1,000 subscribers? 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Sub to Werts worked. You should keep on subscribing. But absolutely congratulations to Werts, by the way. Huge moment, by the way. Solo Elestrals content creator, been holding it down since even before any of us even walked this earth. Absolutely. Get recognized in public the first time in famous. Let's go! Werts. That's killer. Absolutely. Congratulations, Werts. It's awesome. It literally, don't get me wrong. It was really funny to watch the Werts tag in Discord go from like the number one Elestrals YouTuber to number 2 to number like 3.5 or whatever. And it was really funny. But also on a level, it's great to see, like, again, prominent community member, expert knowledge base, insane chef and deck builder, and frankly, just a really cool guy. Werts to 1,000 subs. Werts to 10K soon, by the way. If I can get a day off and living in this hotels, well, that's also very fair. Listen, I think that's like, you do need a couple days off just to chill, but also we gotta get you to hop on Elestrals. Yeah, congratulations, Werts. It's absolutely killer. Absolutely killer. Okay, so we've got just a little tiny bit. Okay, so the big thing on everyone's mind is Werepup and Lycavoid champ. Werepup and Lycavoid champ are like have giant targets on their back. Now, why is that? Well, Werepup facilitates a 1-card combo that is Search Full Moon, cast out Lycavoid champ effect, almost uninterrupted, where it can get double Werepup out. That's 3 bodies, a large body with a 6/5 stat that can contest anything, and also you get some protection from like Rest on Your Laurels, and it's not cryoblastable. You can even water enchant it, so it's free from Tsunami. Lycavoid champ is a very dangerous card in this game, very, very strong. But is it good? Is it ban worthy? It's good. That's a dumb question from me. There are dumb questions. But is it ban worthy? Oh, I don't know. It's hard to say that Lycavoid champ is the problem because Werepup is intensely strong, right? Werepup is kind of the problem. Werepup facilitates the lunar engine, which is a very good and extremely strong. And pretty skill intensive, all things considered. But the Lycavoid champ is kind of like a pain point, right? It's hard to get over, you have to play a certain way, and it's kind of rough, right? It's interesting because, like, yeah, Sir Tractor puts it best. There's been 1 PNM, 3 Premier level events, and I've won 2 of them back to on the back of Lycavoid champ Hurricane. Hurricane, I think, is a different conversation. For me personally, I think Hurricane needs to be in the game if counter runes are this good, right? And to Scott's point here, Lycavoid champ in this engine, like, is this egregious? I don't know. On some level, it does gatekeep certain decks because you do have to breach to like a certain power level. It's like you have to be this tall to ride this ride, and most other decks are not that tall, right? But realistically speaking, there's a lot of decks that actually can handle Lycavoid champ just inherently. They have inherent outs to Lycavoid champ inside of the deck, right? That's kind of the thing with the engine, is that overall it's intensely strong. It's very centralizing, but is it overly centralizing, right? Yo, let's go, Diva. Hello. Good morning, BB No Money. Hello. Good to see you, Professor BB Knows. Hello. Good morning. Yeah, so it's like, there's there. Yo, what's going on, Techlo? Hello. Good to see you. It's awesome. Hello, hello. Hey, what's going on, Caleb? Hello. Good to see you. Oh, wait. Yeah, by the way, hello, Caleb. Everyone say hi, Caleb. Good morning. We're going in for the ban list. We have maybe about like 30 minutes to an hour to get in here. What's going on, Tim? Hello, good morning. Hello, hello. Caleb, Habibi, do you wanna get in? Do you wanna get in and yap about the ban list for a bit? You don't have to have your camera on if you don't want to. I can turn on the what's it called? Little PNG mover, I think. Yo, Ash Winters, hello. BB No Money plays Elestrals. I get that a lot. Oddly enough, my glasses off, completely different person. My glasses on, all day. Yeah, I like that it facilitates building wide boards faster, so game with less one guy. Popping a little bit? Absolutely. No worries, I can hold down the fort for us. Yeah, it's like, enables the ascension plays is also a good point, right? I have such a pain point about, like, about ascensions. Oh god, like let me find there's a Blue Sky post from Siberian Rabbit, so Sib has a great post about Gemini monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh, and I think this like perfectly sums up my thoughts on ascensions and Elestrals. Ready for this one? So on paper, Gemini monsters have an absurd value proposition. The idea is that you are trading tempo for power. You manage to develop a monster over 2 turns and get something really good, except most Gemini monsters have such underwhelming stats, effects, they'd suck even as regular monsters. Or so I thought. I was looking through through the Tev gallery, as I am wont to do, because I am a freak for crappy GX sets, and noticed that the Japanese version there were no Gemini support cards, which is fairly odd considering that neither Spirits nor Unions were treated like that in their first set. But then I was like, well, that's not true. There's a handful of vanilla support cards, which led me to thinking, what was the idea that being a Gemini monster was an upside? GX sets infamously have a lot of vanilla support, some of it really powerful, but the issue with vanilla support is that all cards you have to use actually win the game, or that to actually win the game, are inflexible bricks. It makes sense that Geminis would be intended to give you access to all those powerful cards while giving you a button that turns them into real monsters. It was a failed experiment, but way cooler than I thought. Yo, good morning, Ari. Hello, good to see you. So this is effectively like my big thought on ascensions, and where this like ties into the Lycavoid champ line is that the Lycavoid champ line does allow for like ascensions to be more possible, right? Like the idea that you can misenchant or enchant us like spirits to Lycavoid, siphon the way the mechanics work in the game, it adds a lot of depth to otherwise a fairly underwhelming mechanic. Like there's so many raw ascensions in this game that aren't like Lycavoid Champ, that aren't like Cryovern, that aren't like Rhinosect, that the upside of those cards is that they're a 2-drop body that you can turbo out, that they're really strong, they can do something really impactful, but you can also hard ascend them based like if you want to, right? They're soft and hard bricks, but there are so many ascensions in this game that don't do a lot because of the tempo loss that you get ultimately overall. So the big thing the Lycavoid engine does do is it does allow you to speed up that proposition in an offensive and defensive body. Because we've had cards like Ignector, for example, right? And Ignector is a very strong card in just actuality. Like you get bodies and value for free. Like the thing about it though, with the Ignector line, is that they're weak. And the downside of it is that you are like effectively upping tempo and card advantage, board presence as well, for like a non-defensive and non-offensive threat. And so with the hopes of potentially ascending, or the hopes of potentially doing something like Insane of the Scavicle or a Lavalith or Kinlio, right? So the thing is that Lycavoid Champ as like a pain point is that, once again, every deck has to ride this ride. You have to be so tall, only so tall to ride this ride. But Lycavoid Champ effectively says, yeah, you're not that tall. you're not that guy. You know? Oh, hey. Boop, boop. Hey, we got some guests. Knock, knock. Hold up. Boop. Hello.
Hi, Habibi.
Hola, Habibi. Hello. Let me get the little thing up on the stream.
Hold on, I need to mute your stream. So
Wow. Everyone say hi, Caleb. Hello.
What's the Twitch meta or the YouTube meta? Do I have to mute the tab or?
Oh God, I don't know.
Make sure to like the stream, everybody. You know.
All right.
Oh my God, the little PNG of me. Let me see if I can get my face cam set up. I had to use my the one I use normally as a part of the Atlanta stream setup. So we'll see if I can actually reconstruct my setup.
Oh God, yeah. Let's say it. how long did it take you to break down, set up, and try to get it back again? Because it's just your normal setup stuff, right? Like as far as your PC and stuff goes.
I had all my gear set aside. The actual setup though took a very long time. I basically had to prep everything the night before in terms of all the assets. And even then, I think we had like a half an hour of setup between me and Silver Beanie day of, as I'm trying to go live. Like, oh no! I hope I can get this figured out in time.
Shoutouts to our favorite assist across the pond with our production manager Silver.
Silver Beanie's the goat. I did not expect him to like be as hands-on for the event as he was. And I really appreciate it because it was so much more difficult.
I would be surprised if Silver wasn't.
There was no explicit conversation about it, and so I was just glad that it worked out the way that it did.
Chat saying, do we think the emoji tweet is bait or real? Well, that's the neat part. I think part of it's bait. There's probably like 1 or 2 cards in here that actually will get hit. I think the rest of it is just like, Dan, the Dan list is always such like a funny thing. It can mean nothing or everything.
Didn't the last time like a majority of it was garbage, but there was like exactly Elechick or something like that in it?
Yeah, it was just Elechick. I don't know when that tweet was. I'll have to scroll back far enough. When was that ban list? Was that like how many months ago?
It was like end of May.
Oh god.
Do you really want to scroll all the way back?
Well, we have time. No. Let me just do the search.
Okay, Mr. Kerbal. Yeah, I got time.
I got time. God, what is it? It's like it can do like a drive from.
It'd be from a drive. And then the chicken emoji. And then it would be since year dash month dash day until same format. I search on Twitter a lot.
I wonder if we can put in the, I think the snake emoji was also in there, I thought. Whoa, what's going on?
Is that Kevin?
That's me.
Whoa, your microphone sounds all messed up.
Bro, immediately
My microphone's shit?
Yeah, it sounds really weird.
Why?
It sounds very you sound like this. The link to the tweet is in the chat. You know that's the neat part. We don't have links enabled for a reason.
Damn, I'm so sad that Josh can't be here because he's currently, in an airplane.
9/11 question mark?
Okay, hold on. We were sitting in a Discord call earlier in the server, and Miwa popped in briefly to be like, "I'm so sorry for y'all's 9/11 that's happening today." I was like, and I think Ren's reaction was like, "What do you mean? I'm hoping 9/11 happens here. I want them to hit 4 towers." Like, what?
That's messed up.
Am I better?
Yeah, you sound much better.
Shouts to Sir Tractor, by the way. Thank you for sending the link, Sir Tractor. Go. All right, so the old ban list, the old Dan list. Miwa, what the fuck? That's so good. All right.
She kind of was spitting though. Like if you think about it, she was kind of cooking.
I like it's the I'm sorry for y'all's 9/11. The hell does that mean? What do you? It's like the they got him. Wait, what do you mean they got him?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
All right, so the old ban list, the old Dan list was volcano, rabbit, mango, cow, wolf, and then a couple dragons.
He was clearly trolling with that. That's like 100% he was trolling, right?
Yeah, that's like that's the part that I just do not like. I don't understand about the new one, because the new one's even harder than this. Like this is not that many emojis really, but the new Dan list is like 70 emojis.
It's got to be bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Gotta be.
No, this
We're
new list is
baiting.
very obvious. It's obvious what it's about, but do I think it's gonna happen? I don't think so.
Imagine the world
if you-
though.
Like
All
if
the
you ask
Backward
me,
Institute.
what I think what these emojis are saying, right, is Lycavoid is sick. The aliens aren't contacting us. The animals are leaving.
Does
It
anything
might just
even
be you and
matter?
me.